Hey, what's up? So I just wanted to share some games that are on sale on Steam right now, specifically Steam. You might find some better deals on greenmangaming or Fanatical. In this case, not likely. I checked a few of the games on both those sites and they weren't better deals, but you might find something better. My list kept growing, so this is going to be longer than I was expecting it to be. I went through my wish list of over 400 games that I recently started putting together, like last year, because I had deleted everything a while back to keep my friends from buying me games. Well, one friend in particular. But then I started adding games again because I wanted to catch them on sale and stuff. Anyways, so I was going through my huge wish list and not a single noteworthy discount at all, and my own personal wish list. Just terrible, so disappointing. Ugh, gross, man. But then I decided to browse the under $5 list, and I started seeing some games. I'm like, you know what? All right, I'll share some of these. I had to stop. The list would not end. It wouldn't freaking end. And I've done this before, where I spent like literally 8 hours browsing these lists of games on sale. In the past, I have done that. I have spent 8 hours browsing these sale lists before, and I think I did this for like maybe an hour or two just now. And I'm like, all right, no, I'm not doing that again, man. So I'm just gonna go over the list that I do have. Most of these games, all these games are either $5 or under for the specific list I'm about to share. And if you don't want to watch the video and listen to me blah blah, I'll share some brief opinions on some of these. I'll write them down below in the description as well. Okay, so these are games that I recommend, and I'll talk about a couple on the way. Anyways, Alice Madness Returns, one of my most favorite games of all time. Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I loved that game. I thought it was great. I loved the first game, and I really enjoy the second game as well. That's Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Lego City Undercover. Really fun and entertaining, very funny. Fun game. I was very surprised by that. That was actually my first real Lego game that I tried to play through. I had played a little bit of some of the other Lego games before, but I never got into them. They were a little too childlike for me and whatever. At the time, I just wasn't in the mood. I have played more Lego ever since Undercover, but I really liked Lego City Undercover, and that game gave me reason to want to play the other Lego games. Ryse, Son of Rome, another one of my favorites. It's very heavy on quick time events. Like at the end of you'll take on a bunch of like a group of enemies or whatever, and there is some nice combo combat type stuff going on. And the QTEs, the quick time events, are very heavy, but they're after you've already fought. So basically, the QTEs in that game are the finishing moves. So once you've already fought the enemies, you've already kicked their butts. You're doing a lot of quick time events for the final takedown, and it's pretty cool. So it's a little heavy on the QTEs, but it's fun and badass action. Great game, Ryse, Son of Rome. Call of Juarez Gunslinger, one of my most favorite shooters ever. Mostly because the art style, I really like the art direction and style in that game. Very fun. It's kind of like it's a first-person shooter arcade type game. It's got some RPG element. Kind of like you get some upgrades and talent tree. It's just a really cool game. The Darkness 2. Yeah, I don't want to overhype that game. Get The Darkness 2. All these games, just get them all, right, if you can. But check them out. Yeah, because all these are games I really recommend, like highly, pretty much. The Darkness 2, another one of my most favorites of all time. Very cool game. Dungeons of Sundaria. $2, man. This game is a steal at $2. It's insane. It's $15 normal price. It's an indie game. I feel bad for these devs if they're selling their game at $2. It's just not popular. That's how indie games go, man. You know, it's just how it goes. And it sucks because these games are great. A lot of indie games are really great, and to see them sell for such low prices, it's like, oh man, that sucks, but buy it, you know, right? So Dungeons of Sundaria, check that game out. It's cool. Zombie Driver HD. You know what? I forgot. This is 79 cents, but I believe there's a like complete bundle, and I forgot to look it up real quick to see how much it would be. I'm just curious. Zombie Driver HD. Yeah, because the base game is 79 cents, and probably the complete edition is like $3 or something. Oh, it's $1. Holy crap! So normally the complete edition is like $2.50 to $3. Right now it's a little over $1. So grab the complete edition on that one. Fun game, just a fun game. Zombie Driver HD. Maniac, for whatever reason, is on sale for $3. It's a newer game. I recently picked that up. It's very short, and I think it only has one level, other than like the workshop extra levels, which I haven't really gotten into. I've tried one or two, and I was not impressed. I like the idea that it has workshop. That's cool. But anyways, the normal price of that game is already $5, so it's already super cheap. But give Maniac a look and see if it's something you might want to play. I think it's really fun. Road Redemption is $3. It's worth checking out, giving a look at. Road Redemption. Shadow Warrior 2, $3. I've recommended this a billion times over the years. $3. I love every game in that series. I love part 1, love part 3. 2 is my most favorite by far. Dungeon Siege 3. You know, when you pick it up cheap, I recommend it. I think it's a really cool game. Oh, I totally forgot to look at the last case of Benedict Fox. This was on my list because I meant to go look at it. I played a tiny bit on Xbox Game Pass. So it isn't one of my own personal recommendeds. It was just on my list. I forgot that I put it there to go check it out. I played a little bit on Xbox Game Pass and I liked it. I was impressed by it, and for this price I was like, oh, I might even pick that up myself. So that's just a brief mention of a game that I have not actually played through. Rustler. Rustler is just fun and funny, entertaining. The Bureau XCom Declassified. A lot of XCOM fans hated it because it wasn't a traditional XCOM strategy game. If you want a first-person shooter, third-person shooter, yeah, third-person shooter with a little bit of strategy tied in, it's pretty cool. I like that game a lot. I thought it was cool. Gravel, especially at the price. Gravel is a really cool racing game, and it's just racing. No open world nonsense. You just race. Love it. Love that game. It's $2 for the base game. I think it's $5 for including the DLC maps or whatever. Renegade Ops. It's another one. I forgot to see how much it was with the DLC because it's usually cheap anyways. Renegade Ops is another one of my favorite games. Apparently does not support Windows XP anymore. That's funny. So with the DLC, it's $4.24. I would recommend it with the extra maps. You know, just because Renegade Ops is a really cool, fun game, retro style, but with newer graphics. And this was back in 2011. That was one of my favorite things about it, was the visuals, because it's so pretty, especially for being like a game that would be on Nintendo. Just the way it plays and stuff, the top-down twin stick shooters type thing. You could tell it was kind of retro, but anyways, really, really, really great game. One of my favorites. Agents of Mayhem, man. I always recommend this. I love that game. I love it. Yeah, I could talk forever about that game, and I'm not going to. The base game is $3, and on Steam, it's $10 for the complete DLC bundle. I do recommend the DLC. The characters you get from it are fun to play. The skins, they're okay. I have not many good ones, but there are some cool skins in it. But mainly the characters are fun to play as from the DLC. And something I'd just caught on their forums. I was just looking real quick, and I had forgotten about this. For whatever reason, this game is, the complete edition is always cheaper on Xbox or PlayStation. You get the complete edition for usually like $3 to $4 on console, but on PC it's always $10. I don't know why, but it's kind of weird and funny. But Agents of Mayhem, I do recommend with the DLC, but the base game is a little under $4. Where am I on my list? Here we go. Beat Hazard. I forgot, I meant to look that up too. Just as far as like what the complete collection is at. I had been following it. I was following Beat Hazard 3 because I thought it looked really cool. And eventually that one went on sale with the bundle with all the games. So I had picked it up. And because I liked part 3 so much, I actually went back and played part 1 and 2 because I had gotten the bundle. I can't see how much the bundle is right now. Whatever, because I own it, doesn't show me that price. But yeah, the Beat Hazard games are all on sale. I picked up the bundle. I really like all 3 of them. 2 and 3 are a little better than 1. 2, I remember 2 being my favorite for some reason. It's just everything felt perfect. And 3, I think, is 3 still in early access? No, 3 actually officially launched. Okay, that's cool. But anyways, those games are very cool. 2 and 3 let you you can add your own music if you have your own like MP3s or whatever. You can also play music from YouTube, Spotify, and many different music websites that you can play. There can be issues. Sometimes it doesn't properly like track the song correctly, but mostly I would say 9 out of 10 like it got the songs just fine. Really like those games a lot. They're very cool. American Fugitive, currently $4 on sale. I love this game. It's great. Really cool game. It's sometimes it goes on sale even a little bit cheaper. I think around $2.50. But I would recommend that game at full price, $15. Right now it's on sale for $4, and I highly recommend that game. It's very cool. Sleeping Dogs. For a lot of these, it's part of I stopped sharing these sales, but I've never done videos for these before. But these are sales that I have shared many times over the years. So for some reason you still have not ever picked up Sleeping Dogs, it's $3. Don't pass this game up if you've never played it. Go play this game. Let's see. Blue Estate. Blue Estate is just a fun arcade on-rails shooter. It's like those zapper gun games. So you don't actually control your character. The character will automatically move around on the screen and you just aim and shoot. Exception, like really easy on PC specifically with the mouse, just because, you know, like if you're used to mouse first-person shooter stuff, it's really simple, but a lot of fun, very entertaining. Has a little bit of extra gameplay mechanic to it as far as like swiping and whatever. You'll see if you check the game out. It does make me want to pick up one of those zapper guns though, and not just this game, but like oh, what are they called? Those zombie games. I forget what they're called at the moment. I forgot. I could have looked that up too. But anyways, it's like a zapper game gun. Just that Blue Estate, pretty fun. Killer is Dead, another one that I've recommended a million times. If you don't have it by now, it's like, oh my gosh. But if another game, go play that game. Killer is Dead. Contrast, really beautiful, cool platformer indie game. Very nice game. Survivors of the Dawn, a newer vampire hunter genre type game. I really liked it. Thought it was a lot of fun. Roundabout. Roundabout's funny and fun. I always think it like a friend of mine had given me this game, and I don't remember. I always think of it as like a joke game. He got it for me as a joke, but it's actually like highly entertaining. Don't let the full motion video stuff throw you off because it's super cheesy and dumb, but it's hilarious. It's great. It's really great. A lot of fun game. Roundabout. Mini Motor Racing X. It's if you're as old as I am, it takes me back to the days of like RC Pro-Am on the Nintendo. It's $1.50. That's the reason I'm recommending it. I mean, I would recommend it anyways. I've had a lot of fun with it, but at $1.50, like damn man, you know, that's a game to check out. It's pretty fun. Tron Run. I like Tron Run, but beautiful visually, like really pretty game. It's an endless runner. So, and I'm not like I've never gotten hardcore into endless runners, but I have played them and they're fun. They're really cool, and I like Tron Run. I would recommend it with the DLC. The DLC content is pretty cool. Championship. It's either my most favorite or one of my top 3 right now, and because I can't remember them all right now. But Championship is one of my most favorite like vampire hunter genre games. It's very special to me. It's unique. It can easily, you know, distinguish it from any other games in the genre. Really great game. Very cool. Championship. Deathtrap. It's one word. Deathtrap. It's a hybrid of action RPG, isometric action RPG, Diablo-ish, not Diablo though. And a hybrid of tower defense. It's pretty neat. It's an interesting game to check out if you want to, you know, check that out. Murdered Soul Suspect. Cool story. Everybody was expecting like an investigative game with it. It's not really. All the kind of crime puzzle stuff is practically handed to you in a way. The story was worth playing though. The gameplay was neat. It's a cool game. It's super cheap. Check it out if you want. Dark Future Blood Red States. This was a surprise to me. I thought it looked interesting and stuff, so I checked it out a while back on GOG because it was really cheap there, and it hadn't been cheap on Steam for a long time for whatever reason, but GOG I got it really cheap. Dark Future Blood Red States. pretty neat game. It's on rails, but give it a look and you'll see what I mean. It's pretty cool. It's neat. Advent Rising. The only reason I'm sharing it is because it's cheap. Great game. It is older, it's dated, you can tell it's dated, but if you never played it, it's something you might want to check out at some point, as long as it will continue running on newer hardware and stuff, because it is an older game, and older games tend to just be weird, and on newer operating systems and whatever. So far, I mean, I played it like maybe half a year ago or so, and it was playing fine so far. Deadlight. I've not played Deadlight in a really long time, but it's always memorable to me. Every time I see the name, I see it pop up again. I'm like, oh, yeah, that game was cool, and I still never beat it. But I really liked it. Deadlight. I thought it was pretty neat. The Anomaly series. I love the Anomaly series. If you ever got into tower defense, like Defense Grid or whatever, this is a different take on tower. They call it tower offense, and they're really fun. They're pretty cool games, so give those a look. Rive, Wreck, Hack, Die, and Retry. It's $1, dude. Go check that game out. Rive, R-I-V-E. Really cool game. Nihilumbra. Also something I played a long time ago. Sorry. It's a really interesting and cool platformer. And then Giants Uprising. Let me see. I don't remember if this ever left early access, and it might not have. Uprising, but it's cheap. It's $4. Yeah, still early access, and I think, as far as I can tell, the last I looked, which was a month or two ago, I think it's abandoned. Right? But for $4, I so far have had fun in it. But I can't say it doesn't seem well optimized so far, so I don't know what the progress is on that, if it really is abandoned, or I mean it looks like it, but I just give it a look and see if it's something you might want to burn $4 on. It's a fun little game from what I played. Let me see, and then just a few things that I felt worth noting, besides Giant Uprising as well. Parish is on sale for $5. It looks really cool to me. I have not played it. I did pick it up because it's $5. Normal price is $20, and I haven't so far. I mean, it's a more newer indie game, but $5 is the cheapest I've seen it, and it might be the cheapest it'll ever be for a long time. So that's something you might want to look at. A game called Parish, Perish, and then Arborea is $2. Another indie game that I picked up. I played it for about half an hour, maybe a little more, and so I liked it so far. It just seemed interesting. That's why I picked it up. I was like, this looks kind of neat. Looks a little different than other games, and I like that. I like when their style is different. I like when they have just mostly different style. It's kind of a hack and slashy. Well, I'm it's a hack and slashy game. I haven't played enough yet. Sparklight. The reason I'm mentioning this is just because it's so cheap. It's also another one. I think I got it with a bundle. But looks fun. Looks cool. It's really cheap on sale right now. Time Melters. Same thing. Really cheap on sale right now. Have not played it, but it looks cool. Like, it looks really cool. That's why I'm mentioning it, because it's just a really, really good deal. Anyways, all right, so that's it for the game sales, and then let me take a real quick look at the comic books that I saw on sale, because I got an email from Amazon, and I was thinking, I was like, I got an email? I hate Amazon. I hate them, but sometimes I had stopped buying. I didn't purchase anything from them for years. Until recently, when I had to start buying some bike stuff. Started buying some gear for my bike so that I could wear it, or so I could go out in the weather, in like really cold weather. So I was like, all right, now I gotta buy some crap. So Amazon was where I went. But I also have been a customer in the past, and I have subscribed to Comixology. I miss the old Comixology before they were bought by Amazon. Oh my gosh, it was so much better. The Amazon Comixology is trash in comparison to what it used to be. I told them that multiple times. I said, why didn't you just keep the old site? It was so much. I didn't like, so what if Amazon bought you? Why'd you have to change the site and make it all crap now? But anyways, I still have read comic books on the new Amazon Comixology crap. But they have some pretty cool deals going on. Like the Infinite Crisis series, those different graphic novels are on sale right now for pretty cheap, $2. Those range depending on which version, because there's Infinite Crisis, there's Crisis on Infinite Earths, and then like a couple others. Oh yeah, they're not in my cart because I already own them. That's funny. Yeah, I guess I don't have really enough here as far as comic books. I was gonna share comic books on sale as well, but maybe just go check out Comixology and see if there's any on the sale that you want to check out. They have some pretty good deals sometimes. Sometimes they'll have $20 to $30 or they'll have collections or whatever that normally sell for $20 to $30 on sale for $2, and it's like, oh my gosh, because usually the sale would be like anywhere from $5 to $10 for those $20 or $30 collections. Right now they have like a pretty good deal on some of these, so might want to have a look at that too. I was planning to go read off some of the ones that I have on my list, but I'm just like, I got 52, the 52, it was the DC thing where they changed the world. 52 volume 1 and 2 are very cheap. Batman and the Joker, the Deadly Duo, just sounded cool to me. And then I saw the art was by Mark Silvestri, which I had first saw in Image comic books a long time ago. And I was like, oh, Mark Silvestri, huh? I know his artwork's good. And then Batman Ghosts by Sam Keith is on sale, super cheap. Superman Hell on Earth sounds cool. Batman The Return of Bruce Wayne sounds cool. All these are on sale cheap. Batman Cataclysm sounds cool. Batman Earth 1 Complete. Batman Earth 1 Complete for $2. I was like, what? That's too good of a deal. Batman The Court of Owls Saga, $2. Watchmen the Deluxe Edition for $2. And that's pretty much it. I was looking at others too, so I thought I'd have more to say on the comic books, but I'm going to pass on that for now because I don't actually have a lot. So there we go. Please do feel free to share in the comments any sales that stand out to you, anything that you recommend, because I'm telling you, I was not, the only reason I'm even doing this video is because I happened to browse through under $5 lists and notice like a bunch of games that I do recommend. I did enjoy it, and I have recommended so many times over the years that I'm just at the point where I'm like, if I've shared these enough, man, if people don't own these games by now, they're crazy, you know. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.